What's going on, boys and girls? What's up, world? Austin John Plays here, and welcome back to Link's Awakening part number 14, where we're going to be taking on the Face Shrine. You may notice that I've switched to the blue tunic. I read some of your comments down below, as well as some documentation on the original game, and while I haven't seen anything official from, like, the game itself, the red tunic, which is the power-up, does give you, I believe it gives you somewhat of a knockback. And it does, in fact, stack with the level 2 sword that we get for completing the seashell stuff. However, very few enemies in the game actually require you to have that upgraded attack. So I'm going to switch to the blue because it's going to increase my defense, meaning that my hearts drain slower, meaning that hearts are going to be worth more, and it's going to be able to fill my health so I can launch my sword attack a little bit easier. So without any further ado, let's head inside of the temple. So, all in all, long explanation from me just saying, before you have the level 2 sword, do the red mail. After you get the level 2 sword, get the blue. First things first, we're going to head west of the first room. And there are Wizrobes in here, who they attack and respawn in the same location, which, for these guys, there's a few ways to actually damage and attack them. Your sword is not one of them. You either need to hit them with bombs, arrows, bomb arrows, or my favorite, which is using the hook shot to stun them and then throwing the boomerang at them. 2 boomerang attacks will knock them out. They always respawn in the same place that they despawned from, so you should be fine. Now we're going to head through here, and there's going to be a chest and a big old statue that we can't lift up. This looks heavier than heavy. Your current strength won't cut it. And a purple rupee. In this dungeon, we get a more powerful bracelet, and I believe we get that kind of early in the dungeon. Oh boy, I've been waiting for this opportunity for so long. Every time you defeat one of them with your boomerang, you get a fairy. And that's amazing. Especially when it comes to, like, the last 2 dungeons, there's a lot of them. And being able to just navigate the area freely, oh god, it makes it so much easier. And Dompe's area, too. So here we have ourselves a shy guy, take care of him. And we need to activate the crystal and head to the top. Let's use a bomb. Nice. From here, there's a bombable wall. Let's bomb the bombable wall. And we're going to head into that hole. Now there are 4 slimes in here. You can choose to light up the room, but it's only temporary, so there's really no point to. After you defeat all 4, stairs are going to appear. Let's head down the stairs. Now down here, there's some giant bubbles. Can you attack these? Nope, they are invincible. So just don't touch them. And jump on top of the ladders, because it's Minecraft and you can do that. 2 Wizrobes are going to appear. Let's take care of these guys the same way. Oh, I accidentally grabbed the rupee instead of hitting him. After the Wizrobes are defeated, that door opens up. And up here, we get ourselves the power bracelet. It's Link's birthday. You feel like you could lift an elephant. Very, selective text, considering that we need to go lift elephant statues. Now there's a one-way door. Let's go through it. And we're brought back here. Kill the shy guy, because shy guys are evil. Let's activate the switch and head up the left side. Oh, that's another reason that I decided to go for the blue mail, because if you get the piece of power with the level 2 sword and the red mail, then it does not stack to ×8. It only stacks to ×4. This room has 3 Wizrobes. You cannot shoot your hook shot through this being upright, but your boomerang can go in there, and that's perfect. I guess also arrows. That's the reason the arrows are floating above my head. That gets us the map, and oh boy is this place big. So be sure to follow closely. It's nice that we already have the dungeon item. It's suspicious that we already have the dungeon item. From here, we're gonna head north. And then we're going to ignore that door. We're gonna head east. And that gets us the stone beak. Back to the previous room, grab a pot, throw it at the door. There's nothing we could do here. We're gonna head east. And we're gonna get the compass. We're gonna head up here, hit the switch 1 time, so it's blue. Get these bombs that this game is promoting. And we're gonna follow this path around. And here we have 2 Wizrobes in the middle of an entire switch room. This fire skull is literally just like the DVD screensaver right now. I think we could kill him with the boomerang. Sure can, and he drops a fairy. Now we're going to backtrack quite a bit the only way that we can go. With that still blue, we're going to head to the left. Ah, that's so nice. So nice, just one-shotting these electric boys. I love it. Now we're going to throw a big statue, which Link can just carry around like it's nothing, and throw it at the pottery door. First things first, let's get this treasure chest. That's 100 rupees, which is very nice. I'm going to drop that down there to hit him. Or the switch. I guess both. This puzzle right here is... It's much better than it was in the Game Boy version. These are these called rooks? Horse chess pieces. Oh, they're knights. Okay, so these are knights, which are chess pieces. And if you've ever played chess, you know that knights have the ability to move 2 spaces in one direction and then perpendicular move 1 space. This white knight and that black knight function much the same way. So if I were to throw this here, it lands there. And for this black piece, we need to be here. 1, 2. And that opens the door back. Yay! Now we head up the stairs. And here's the raft ride. And that seashell piece that I said that we would get last episode. And now we have it. Now we're just gonna head back the way that we came, all the way until we hit the room with the Shy Guy. While backtracking, the blue may be up. You need to invert that and then invert it again. So you want blue to be up as you head back. And now we're back in the room with the Shy Guy. Hit the crystal to make the blocks go up. Now pick up the statue, throw it at the pottery door, head through it, collect the chest, which is a rupee, 100 rupee. Throw the elephant at the pottery door, throw the elephant at whatever. And this brings us back to pretty much where we entered. And now we're gonna head to the right for the first time. And inside of here is going to be our first room with a whole bunch of floor pieces that come and attack us. Just stand in a corner and hold up your shield and just wait until they're all gone. Head out to the north. Throw one of these bad boys at the pottery door. Head through it. And inside of here there are 4 Wizrobes. Now, you can defeat a Wizrobe with a single bomb. I just never have before because it's not a good use of my bombs. And it's a little difficult with their teleporting pattern. That worked out nicely. After all 4 Wizrobes are defeated, all the doors are going to open up. Feel free to grab those arrows. I guess I could shot arrows at them. And we're going to go to the south door. Inside of here, the whole puzzle and what this owl tells us is that we can just hop on this, which you can, and then hop over here. Remember when we talked about that in the first dungeon? And head north and collect this chest. Now, here is secret medicine. If you already have secret medicine on your character, which is Crazy Tracy's secret medicine right there, then you just put it back in the chest. Unfortunately, this means that it's going to just appear on the map as being always there, so I'm just gonna put a chest icon on top of it, meaning that, hey, I don't need to get that chest ever. Now we're gonna hop down and go to the north exit, taking care of the enemies in here. It's now at the point that, like, hitting the boomerang button is such a reflex that, like, I can't even keep up with me narrating it. Oh boy, there's a treasure chest. Thanks, Compass. And now we're gonna backtrack again, all the way to this room, which is right here. And we're going to go through this door. Careful, the fire is going to shoot fire at you and bomb the north wall. The next room is a mini boss, and this guy is pretty fun. You don't need to use your sword or any items. In fact, he's pretty much invincible to all of them. What you need to do is run away from him, wait till he throws the ball, pick up the ball, and then throw his own ball back at him. If you position it well enough, you're going to be able to pick up the ball before he can, and you can land all 4 hits without him being able to pick it back up, which is the optimal thing to do. That also then gives us the fast travel point back to the entrance, head through the north door. The left statue hides a staircase. We're gonna head down that staircase. God, I love this boomerang. Wasn't it worth that very small amount of side questing that we had to do? And get ready for one of these rooms. The difference is that the floor ends up becoming holes, and then as soon as they're all done, you got a key at the end. Don't fall in. Now let's go to the key block, unlock the key block, and head north. Pick up the elephant, throw it at the wall. Now it's time for another one of these puzzles, but in a much smaller space. Like I said, the white one always goes left, and the black one always goes right. Simple as that. In the original game, you didn't need to land them on the thing. There was just like an RNG of pick them both up, throw them, and if they both don't stand up, then you have to do it again, which was kind of lame. So now at least there's like a method to it. For this area, we're going to be using our Rock's Feather and the Pegasus Boost to just run through there. So now we're in a room with 3 of these hopper boys and 2 pots, and you can actually just play the Ballad of the Windfish, and all of them die. Isn't that awesome? Of course, killing them wasn't mandatory for anything. Okay, before heading to the downstairs room, you want to head north through here. This area is not mandatory at all. However, if you need some bombs for the Dodongos, this is your spot. If you need some extra life, some extra fairies. And inside of here is another one of the night puzzles. And a chest with 300 rupees. Grab the knights, throw them. That'll open the door back up. Now equip some bombs and head south. And here's some Dodongo Snakes. Except now you're in a much tighter space. That's fine. You can do this. I believe in you. 1, 2, 3 movements. Place down a bomb. Don't fall. I said don't fall. Damn it, Link. 1, 2, 3. Place down a bomb. Oh! Look at that! The 360 no-scope from the Dodongo Snake. He's dead now. Great. Now we're gonna head through the door that just opened up after collecting our fairy. Thank you, fairy. In here, it's gonna seem pretty obvious. You hook shot over, use the key, and oh my god, there's a chest in here. This chest is unique that you can't open it. Instead, you have to throw a pot at it. And that's the boss key. Great, now we have a little bit of backtracking to do. Hop down here, and we're going to head back. Backtrack through the room with the Wizrobes to the west. Now we're going to head north, go into the hole that we made, ignore the warp point, collect bombs, head down the staircase. It's worth mentioning that in the room that we were just in, if you head north, there's like, even though there's clearly a hole, it'll actually just bring you, I think, to this room, and then it just becomes like an endless cycle, so there's no reason to ever go up there. Head through the underground area. Now we're going to head through the south door. And be careful because there's one of these big portal boys. And again, you could just use a spin attack to defeat it, which is great. Head around the outside after defeating it, or without defeating it, doesn't matter. And we're going to head through this south door here. And this is going to bring us over to the boss because we're actually done. I mean, we tackled this one pretty smoothly. As long as you followed this, you're fine. If you didn't, you may be a little lost because this is definitely when the temples start getting a little bit more difficult, that's for sure. Push that off. We're gonna head through this north door. If you have the boomerang, this is a great opportunity to get your health back up. I just noticed that these 2 aren't lit. Does that do anything? Nope. Nothing at all. And let's head into the nightmare door. Equip your bombs. Now, this is a giant face on the floor. Hey dummy, need a hint? My weak point is... Whoops, there I go. Talking too much again. His name is Facade. His weak point is putting a bomb on his face. Oh, as soon as the battle starts, there's a whole bunch of floor pieces that come flying at you. After all the floor pieces are gone, he shifts to this phase that he starts destroying the floor. Oh, those pots could have totally knocked away your bomb, which that's what happened to me. Don't touch Facade and don't fall into his holes. Just place down bombs. And he's dead. Okay, listen up. If the windfish wakes up, everything on the island will be— oh, no, not reading that out loud. That's a spoiler. And there's a heart here. Let's get it. Sweet, dude. This brings us up to 16 hearts. And here is the coral triangle. Yep, coral triangle. Coral! Mountain. Something calls from the mountains. The owl calls from the mountains. Hoot! There are many monsters in the island that fear the windfish that is about to awaken. Go to the mountain tower. Thanks, Owl. Well, fantastic, guys. That is going to be this part of the walkthrough, and we are almost done here. This is part number 14 complete. We have a little bit of traveling to do around, and then heading into the bird castle. And then from the bird castle, we just head into the last one, and then the final boss. So, sweet. I'm going to be wrapping this up. To the right is our playlist. Be sure to check that out if you have missed anything. To date, we currently have 28 heart pieces, 45 secret seashells. Thank you so much for checking this out. Till next time, Austin John out.